You. And I think Kari feels the same way. What is I mean, people have to get on Facebook or the internet to kind of discover you. You also go by the name of SoCooL Bob. And I guess why I'm asking you this is, I've met people that are passionate about certain things in life. Some are, heart disease, breast cancer, world peace, whatever it may be. But Bob, we're talking about a free throw. I mean, it's a bloody free throw. And first of all, why does anybody care? Second of all, why are you so passionate about this?
Well, for me, it's because it's a really good demonstration of positive goals, and the only person that can stop you from making 80%, 90% free throws is yourself. And the only thing that stops a person, in my humble opinion, is what's going on in their brain. If they do people will laugh at me, I can't shoot the shot, if they do all those negative things, you know what will happen? They won't make 90% of their free throws. But if they have a positive goal and they say, I may not be shooting more than 20% now, but I'm going to shoot 90%. If they say that over and over again, visualize it over and over again, they're going to choose one of two methods of making the shot. If you shoot it overhand, you can make 90%. If you shoot it underhand, you can make 90%.
Right.
I humbly submit that it would be a good idea to try both ways and see what you do better. But human beings won't try the second way.
Okay.
Why not? We don't know. Frankly, like I said, I don't care why not. What I care about is why. Because I used to shoot free throws 80% probably overhand.
Oh, really?
That's pretty good. 80%.
Did you not know about the underhand free throw?
I didn't start shooting the underhand free throw until 2003.
Oh, wow. We're talking 7 years ago, basically.
Exactly. And I looked at Rick Barry, I watched his explanation, and I said, that's the simplest thing I've ever seen. I mean, have you ever seen people teach how to play golf, how to soccer, all the difficult things you got to do? It's not free throws.
Okay, Rick Barry is a Hall of Famer, played for the Golden State Warriors, 1974-75, member of the World Championship team. 74-75, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
That is correct.
The only champion the Warriors have ever had.
Jeff Mullins, Clyde the Glide Lee, Nate Thurman was on that team, I believe.
I think Nate actually left and went to Cleveland because...
was Nate on that team?
The name skips me.
George Johnson.
George Johnson used to play. He's the only guy that followed Rick.
No, Clifford Lee.
Clifford Ray.
Clifford Ray was the center. Anyways,
very nice man, by the way.
And for just, we may have you on again because I think Kari and I would be willing to take a challenge from you to learn. Second of all, I'd love to get the McDude Nation listeners involved to see if they'd be. We could set up some sort of a time where folks come down and learn the free throw. We could videotape it and come back, have a discussion. But again, it's talking about setting positive goals and achieving them in 2011. So, Kari, we're not just about a sports show. We're trying to change lives here, Kari and Bob. And yeah. So now quickly, Bob. Two questions. Keep it short. Hall of Famer Rick Barry. You have an association, or you've met with him, you've worked with him. Rick's a very, he's a wonderful basketball player. His personal skills are not all that great, and with all due respect to Rick. But what's your relationship with him? What did you try to work? Can you talk about what you tried to work, what you tried to accomplish with Rick?
Well, remember, my recommendation is that people should be as positive as they can be. When you look at another human being like Rick Barry, you discover a man who is extremely good at a lot of things.
Right.
Most people can't be as good as he is at a lot of things. He may have one negative, but why would we concentrate on that? Why wouldn't we concentrate on all the positives, including, of course, the free throw?
Right.
That's what we should concentrate on.
The bottom line, Rick Barry didn't really want to work with you for whatever reason. Is that correct?
Rick had an objection to my putting up the video on YouTube way back when.
And so if people want to see this, the video is where? Tell folks where you can...
You go to youtube.com/SoCooL Bob.
Okay.
Or if you type in, for example, underhand free throw,
okay,
SoCooL Bob, you'll find it. Or if you go to underhandfreethrow.com, you'll see about 20 videos on the underhand free throw.
And Bob, I'm pretty confident we're going to have you back in the studio. Another question is, you tried to approach the Golden State Warriors, a member of the National Basketball Association. They have a player by the name of Andres Bedras. He shoots 17% from the free throw line. He is the worst in the association. He's the worst in the history of the association. And to me, you are not a complete basketball player if you cannot hit a simple free throw. It's like, to me, it's almost like putting a turn signal on when you're driving a car. Bob, what did the Warriors tell you?
Well, here's an important thing again. We were talking about goals, remember?
You don't want to take a stab at the Warriors.
Well, but here's the important thing about Mr. Biedrins. We're talking about setting goals. His whole game, everything about the way he plays basketball has changed because he's the worst free throw shooter in the history of the league. Not only that, but he's consistent. He set a record last year. He will always probably be the worst in the league. But this year, he's again the worst in the league. Now, the problem with that, in my humble opinion, is I spoke to Mr. Biedrins through the internet several times, recommending that in 6 weeks I could teach him how to shoot 70% free throws. What did Mr. Biedrins say about it? Well, apparently he considered it an insult that someone suggested.
Oh, please.
That's what he suggested.
What? Ego, it's all about ego. And you know what? Andres Biedrins has a horrible shot. He cannot shoot from the floor. And to me, he's never going to be he's never going to be an all-star because of that. If you don't have a shot in the NBA, how are you playing? I know we're not being, this is just about sports, blah, 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 and we're not being negative, so to speak. But listen, Bob, I want to thank you for really spending some of your precious time. We're going to take that challenge. We'll put this show together again, and we'll spend greater length. But the point is, here on the 13th of January, 2011, you've got people thinking in their mind about trying to succeed. And this is the time to do it. Patterns and change takes about a good year. So why not do it now? I mean, I'm trying certain things in my life. I'm trying to change. Let's make this the beginning.
It should be constant.
Yeah.
Let's constantly get better at everything.
All right, Golden State Warriors, are you listening? His name is Bob Kennedy. He goes by SoCooL Bob. You can reach him on Facebook. You can reach him via the internet. This guy, McDude Sports Nation, you can get a hold of SoCooL Bob. Also, Warriors, Golden State Warriors, you can contact Bob Kennedy, and he's willing to help your players, especially Mr. Biedrins.
Let's have some fun with it.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Let go of the ego.
it's just a free
Have
throw.
an ego.
That's all it is.
Exactly. Bob, thanks for coming down. Do you think you were, I thought you were able to explain the importance of a free throw, so thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me on.
Listen, we'll do it again soon. And I believe we have a guy very familiar to the world-famous McDude Sports Show. Thanks, Bob Kennedy.
Yes, sir.
And for really kind of setting the tone for this new year. And his name is Nick Sherry. He's a member of the Casa Grande High School basketball team.